Hello there, welcome to my channel. This is AH for Truth. Okay, I am putting this video together because I got a question from a Patreon member. You can join me on Patreon, AH for Truth. That's all you need to search and you'll find me there. Now, I'm traveling, so some of you are aware I'm not at my home base, and so lighting has been an issue. I think it's nice to get one of those, portable lighting pieces that will help for lighting as we travel. So I'm kind of struggling with my setup, but I hope you guys can see me and hear me well. All right. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because a Patreon member sent me a question yesterday regarding the ISO compatibility or compliance for XRP and ADA. The ADA is the same as Cardano. Now, these are among the 10 or 11 cryptos that have been, not just rumored, confirmed to be ISO compliant, and people have been saying this. I've done videos on that. So when you see what is happening, I mean, see, there's a lot of FUD going on, and sometimes the FUD is disguised. What is FUD? Somebody was asking also what this FUD means. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So I'm going to show you something here. Okay, so this is where this is all coming from. So here is a post on Binance Square. All right. So when you see that, people read this type of thing, they believe it, right? Because it's like, whoa, if the Binance Square is posting this, this must be. Now, they're not lying. This is on November 11, but you need to really understand what is going on. So I'm going to read the article for you. Be Master, Buy Smart. All right. So this is a post on November 11. It says the conversation around XRP compliance with ISO 222 has resurfaced as vet somebody on X, I believe, an XRP ledger validator. That's right. Reaffirmed that no cryptocurrency, including XRP and Cardano, currently meets the standard. Well, let me just clarify here. They're not supposed to meet the standard. So just so you know, it's not necessary for the cryptocurrency to meet the standard. And I'll explain. Let's keep going. So when we say things like, oh, XRP is ISO compliant, XRP is an ISO crypto, ADA is an ISO crypto, XLM is an ISO crypto, and you even go online and you Google what cryptos are ISO compliant in 2025. You get this list. You get XRP, XLM, Cardano, XDC. You'll get Miota. You'll get what else? Corium. You'll get Algorand, Quant, Verge. XPR is usually never listed, but it's one of them. Okay. But what is it that, why is this happening? I'll tell you. It's simply because, you see, people are writing they're using truth, in my opinion, that in a way that can scare people who may not do their research. So let's continue with this article. His post was a response to a statement from Charles Hoskinson, Cardano creator, who referenced ISO 222 as part of an effort to align ADA with evolving financial messaging standards. In his post, Vet wrote, friendly reminder, XRP and ADA are not ISO 222 compliant. My question, so who is? Which ones are? Right? So they say no cryptocurrency is correct. I've said that in some of my lives, and I've said that in videos that I've posted. If you go onto YouTube and my playlist, you will see that I've said it. But that would be a deep search, right? So why do we do that? Let me just correct this. He supported this point with an image taken directly from the ISO 222 website, which states that cryptocurrencies are not inherently, that's what you see, ISO 222 compliant. See the way they use language? Inherently, yes, because it's the blockchain that's the focus, because you can't just focus on the native asset. You have to focus on the ecosystem, how it works, whether it would fit in, if it will be a proper plug-in, a proper fit for the financial messaging standards. Remember, if I was going to send, say $1,000 to you in your country, let's say you are watching me from Pakistan, from India, or from Nigeria or the United Kingdom, and I was going to send you $1,000. So let's say Jamaica, for example, where there is been a hurricane, God bless them and be with them there and help them recover. If I was going to send money there to help people, right? I mean, the money isn't going to be flying in the air. Right? It doesn't go like that. You don't throw it in the air and then Swift picks it up and swiftly delivers it. No, it's through messaging and then credit and debit, nostro vostro situations in accounts overseas. All central banks hold nostro vostro accounts as well as the commercial banks on behalf of customers, right? And the reason is why that is so that there's debit and credit going on all the time. So when you sending messages cross border is based on financial messaging. All right, and that's what Chainlink is going to be doing. It's going to be the oracle that says, okay, this is that, send that message, send this message. And then XRP, they all have a role. All of these cryptos have a role. It's a massive change. It's a generational change. It's something that's not been done before. I mean, change has happened before, but this is new technology and things are changing. So the cryptocurrency itself, the asset on the blockchain, is not what the ISO compliance is after. Now, there is, if you go onto Ripple's website, just Google Ripple ISO 222 and read. As you're reading, you get to a point where there's a link. Click on that link. It takes you to the proof that Ripple was a registration board member for the ISO 222. Why would they be doing that? Why would a company Ripple be on the board registering would I say blockchains that meet the standard? The standard was written for messaging. The messaging tells the cryptocurrencies what to do with respect to the movement of money. Now let's keep going. However, as VetX emphasized, the standard defines a messaging format. That's what I've been talking about, for the secure transmission of data between financial institutions, not for digital assets or their ledgers. This is where confusion comes again. Well, but who is moving the funds? How are the funds being moved? Are we going to now completely abandon, blockchain technology, which, in my opinion, when you look around, it's just like the facts are out there for you to see. All right. So that's what this does. It just confuses people. See, cryptocurrencies are not inherently ISO 222 compliant. There's a lot of confusion and misleading information on the web referring ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies, but those statements are not correct. The cryptocurrencies are not managed and not registered by ISO 222. ISO 222 is a global standard for financial. It keeps going. It says ISO, Charles says ISO, this is essential to open banking and combining the TradFi and DeFi worlds. ADA is glad to be holding the line with XRP, HBAR, Algo, and others. So go here and read this for yourself. I'll put the link in the description so you can read it for yourself. Ripple system and ISO 222 support. So while XRP itself is not ISO compliant, Ripple's payment solutions are designed to interact with this messaging framework, because it's not about the asset itself, even though the asset is everything. I don't know how it's just, like, think about it. The asset is carried on a blockchain. It's the native asset. The blockchain does a lot of stuff besides the asset itself, but the asset is the key thing. And Brad Garlinghouse said, everything we do, XRP is at the center of everything we do. So all of this, in my opinion, is it that this is deliberate to, it doesn't look like fraud, but it's fraud in a way, because people are going to get flooded out of their assets because, well, it's not. What are we doing here? Particularly when you see a brand name reporting this. So anyway, look, let me close this by saying, in Ripple's case, the company's integration of ISO 222 with its enterprise products enables institutions using RippleNet to align with the financial industry's migration to the new standard. But this does not extend to the XRP ledger or the XRP asset. See? This is very confusing. You read that and you go, oh, should we be worried? So I really like the fact that, a Patreon member drew my attention to this. But I'm going to tell you this. I went to Grok and I did something with Grok, and I'll share that with you because it's cool. I just asked Grok a question. I know the answer, in my head, right? I know in my heart as well, and I hold it dear. And I've been sharing this information for a year now. But I want to share what I did here. So I asked a question. I said, are XRP and ADA ISO compliant, or are their respective blockchains? Please do this in 100 words, all right? So Grok doesn't go all over the place. So neither XRP nor ADA tokens are ISO compliant, correct? As the standard applies to financial messaging formats, not digital assets. However, their blockchains enable compatibility. That's the language you're looking for, right? RippleNet, built on the XRP ledger, fully supports ISO 222 for cross-border payments, allowing seamless integration with banks via structured data. XRP serves as a bridge asset in these compliant flows. So they got that from CNN.com, because what AI does is it goes to all the search engines and brings all of the data together and then produces this for you. So it's a useful tool. Cardano's blockchain is ISO 222 aware. It's like saying somebody is aware of where they sell ice cream. So if I need ice cream, I go out and buy ice cream. Supporting standardized transactions for DeFi and institutional use. Founder Charles Hoskinson confirmed ADA's alignment, positioning it along XRP for global interoperability. This enhances adoption amid Swift's 2025 mandate. So Swift has a 2025 mandate and they want to adopt blockchain technology. And so what is blockchain technology about? Listen, it's more than cryptocurrencies, but cryptocurrencies form a major part of blockchain adoption. So when people, read these things, they get a little concerned. And if I didn't know what I knew, right? If I hadn't researched what I researched and I seen it, I would just be like, oh my God, I'm not going to listen to just any YouTuber telling me anything. The YouTuber doesn't know anything. I read this from Binance, what's that thing called? From Binance Square, right? So it must be. They're not lying, they're telling you, they're presenting some facts. But you have to read between the lines. You have to read the language. You have to understand that it's not about the asset, even though it's about the asset. The native asset does the work on the blockchain for value transfer. But I just wanted to show, I could show you more websites, but you know what? I want to keep the video short. You can do your own research as well. And I'm hoping that you will, because when you do that, that helps you in understanding. Please follow me on Patreon. I am putting some DeFi videos on there. I'm going to be talking about the Dark Constellation. I'll talk about Aave. I'll talk about all of these DeFi platforms. And if you're not already putting your money into DeFi your assets into DeFi to make money for you, because really at the end of the day, this is about, becoming financially independent. So let your cryptos work for you. Don't just park them somewhere and expect them to just have wings. You have to put them to work in the DeFi environment. All right. Thank you. God bless. I will see you guys in the next one.